Yes, today be the 18th of July 2025. Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court. And we all are aware that the court have given the federal government some time to provide their proof that Nnamdi Kanu is guilty of what he has been charged. Because over years now, even the president that arrested him or that detained him is no more President Buhari. And we all know that this case now is now under Justice James Omotosho. And then the issue now is that the Federal High Court have actually removed 10 persons from Nnamdi Kanu's side. They see that they need that there will not be space that will contain 20 of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, that 10 will be removed. And also the Federal High Court, following this article from Sowore reporter that said that the federal judge again bars Sowore from attending Nnamdi Kanu's trial slated for Friday, which is today. So let's know why they removed some lawyers from Nnamdi Kanu's side for today's court hearing. So the Federal High Court in Abuja has once again barred human rights activists and former presidential candidate Omotosho from attending the ongoing trial of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the IPOBs. So the trial, scheduled for Friday being today, July 18th, has drawn significant public interest on Wednesday. A list of 20 individuals was submitted to the court, including Sowore, for clearance to attend the proceedings. However, the judge chamber later informed that only 10 persons would be granted access due to space constraints. As a result, several names were removed from the list, including Sowore and several defense lawyers. Only Senior Advocate of Nigeria and a few others were approved to be present at the hearing. Meanwhile, on June 19th, the Nigerian government officially closed its case against Nnamdi Kanu. The prosecution, led by Adebayogo Owomolo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, concluded its presentation after its fifth witness finished testifying. So in response, the defense counsel, Kanu Agabi, informed the court of plans to file a no-case submission, arguing that the prosecution had failed to establish a prima facie case against his client. Justice James Omotosho, the trial judge, granted the defense 14 days to file its written address on the non-case submission, with the prosecution giving an additional 14 days to respond. The matter was then adjourned to July 18 for further proceeding. Kanu, who has been in detention since 2021, is facing charges of treasonable felony and other offenses linked to his agitation for the secession of the southeastern region of Nigeria. The Nigerian government accuses him of making statements and taking actions that incited violence and threatened national unity. But before I continue this video, we all know why they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, just because he made a statement. He said that Nigeria have expired, that the country needs to divide because he's no longer working. Why did he say so? Because Southeasterners are always not involved in Nigeria at all. Take a look at Buhari's government. You barely see a Southeastern there in the government. Take a look at Tinubu's government. You see more of Yorubas, Northerners. You barely see an Igbo man or a Southeasterner in any government position in Nigeria. So that alone shows that this country is not together, that we are not one. That was why Nnamdi Kanu said what he said. And the worst part of it is that it's not only Nnamdi Kanu that have said what he said. A lot of people have come out to say the same thing that Kanu said. But why is it that the federal government saw Kanu's own as a threat and they did not see others as threats? Because we have people like Sunday Igboho that have also said the same thing, that Nigeria have expired and Nigeria need to divide, that they want the North to be on their own. But the federal government did not arrest them. Why? Is it because Kanu is an Igbo man, or because Kanu is a big threat to them? Because they know that Kanu is fighting for Biafra to be achieved, and they know that Kanu can achieve that if he's not arrested. Was that why they arrested him? Because many things are yet unknown. I don't see reason why they should arrest Nnamdi Kanu and then some persons committed the same crime and then they are yet to be arrested. Does that mean that they are being biased? And like Kanu said, that there's no place for anyone in Nigeria. He has said this so many times. So this is what is happening now. Because they say that this is his crime. Because he said that Nigeria have expired and Nigeria need to divide. That's his own crime. And then Buhari government called him a terrorist. That was why he was arrested and detained for over since how many years now? He has been in detention till now. So let's continue from the article. His continued detention has sparked national and international debates with rights groups and supporters accusing the government of stifling dissent and violating Kanu's human rights. Pattern of Sowore's exclusion from Kanu's trial. Meanwhile, there have been several instances where Sowore has been banned from attending Kanu's trial. For instance, on December 15, 2023, Sowore lamented that operatives of the Department of the DSS blocked him from entering the Supreme Court's premises to witness a ruling related to Kanu's case, which we also saw the video trending that last year, December. He added that the officers shouted, "No access for Sowore," upon seeing his vehicle. He later posted about the incident on social media, accusing the government of prosecuting Kanu. Earlier on October 21st, 2021, Sowore was also denied access to the courtroom by DSS operatives and the Nigeria police force. He had arrived to witness the trial of Kanu and also to check on his own pending treason case. He criticized the move, stating that the courtroom is a public space and should be accessible to all citizens. Also, on July 26, 2021, Sowore was arrested at the Federal High Court in Abuja during Kanu's trial. Security agents picked him up on the court premises amid tight security. Journalists and other observers were also restricted from entering the courtroom unless accredited. But the issue now is that Kanu will still be in court. In a few hours from now, he'll be in court. But the question goes to, what is the evidence the government have? Because if the government truly have an evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, believe me, they would have presented it to the court and then they can charge Nnamdi Kanu of the offense. But for how many years now? They failed to bring out a case against Nnamdi Kanu. Does that mean that the federal government don't have any case against him? Or they're just holding him there against his own rights? Because, truth be told, Nnamdi Kanu is being held against his own human rights. And if we're in a country where we obey rules and regulations, Nnamdi Kanu have the right to sue the government. But in Nigeria, who are you suing the government to? Are you suing the government to the judiciary that work for the current government? Or are you suing them to the Supreme Court that work for the current government? So you see that in a country where the government can do anything they want to do and they go free, they go scot-free, which in a country where there is rules and regulation are not meant to actually go scot-free. Because right now, if they are holding anything against Nnamdi Kanu, why is it taking time for them to provide the evidence or to provide a concrete evidence that this is what Nnamdi Kanu did? Because all he did was just a mere statement, which everybody have made. But why is that Kanu is the one that is facing the consequences? Because other people are free. Sonny Boho even made a video that is happy that Buhari died. That Buhari is no more. That is happy. Because I think he said that Buhari has something on him and everything. He was happy making videos and posting online, and we also the videos. And then this man is going scot-free. But why is Nnamdi Kanu's case different? That's the question. Why is he different? And again, another issue is that Simon Ekpa, the Finland government have also asked the federal government to provide an evidence that Simon Ekpa is sponsoring bandits or terrorism in Nigeria, which I don't think they've actually submitted an evidence till now. So what is really going on the ground? But we'll still find out when this Nnamdi Kanu's case have ended. But I'll see you guys in the court case and I'll give you guys updated. But if any of my channel, you can subscribe. Let's await for the hearing of Nnamdi Kanu's case today, being the 18th of July 2025, being on Friday. So I'll see you guys as Nnamdi Kanu appears in court.